This is Larry at LarryRico.com. In this video I'm going to demonstrate how to repair an Electrolux Harmony vacuum cleaner where the power switch has gone bad. The power switch looks like this. However, after 2 attempts to order the part, I was no longer able to locate the part online. Both part suppliers said that the manufacturer is no longer making this part. So as a result, this video is going to demonstrate how to bypass the on-off switch and make the vacuum be permanently in the on position. If that's not a suitable solution for you and you want to try to locate one of these, good luck. If you like this video, click on the like button below. You can subscribe to my channel and check out my apps in the Apple App Store. They include Project Organizer, Job Hunt, Job Hunt Pro, Opportunity Organizer, Opportunity Organizer Pro, Class Organizer, Class Organizer Pro, and Student Organizer Pro. For this repair you need a Torx screwdriver, and you need black electrical tape or any color electrical tape, a bag to keep your parts in, probably a prying tool, and a pair of needle nose pliers and a flat-headed screwdriver, and that should be it. Here's the Electrolux Harmony, and in order to do this repair, what I'm going to do is, this is the power switch right here. The power switch has gone bad in this vacuum and it no longer turns on. I've searched the internet, I've ordered the part twice, and twice I've been informed that the manufacturer no longer makes the power switch. So as a result, I am going to bypass this power switch. The first step is to find the screw holes in the top of the vacuum. They're located right here, and on the inside of this here, one here, and then one's here and one's here. Once you remove those screws, and there'll be 6 screws, then you'll be able to take it apart. And lift it out. And once you have it out, you can see the cord rewinder if you need to replace that. That's not what this video is about. I'm concerned about the power switch. The power switch is again right here, and underneath it's located right in here. First step will be to take a flat-headed screwdriver and put it into this little slot here. Just give it a twisting action, and then go over to the other side, put a flat-headed screwdriver in there, give it a twist, and then you'll be able to lift up this piece of plastic here. That will expose 2 hex screws, which you can then remove. Okay, once you have those 2 screws out, again, keeping all your screws in a plastic bag, because you want to be able to put all this back together. And you can grab your handy pry tool and remove this piece of plastic. And that will expose the switch that we're interested in. Again, this is unplugged, so make sure you always unplug everything before you, I do have to say that, before you try to remove any electrical. So using a pair of needle nose pliers, remove the 2 tabs off the switch. Which managed to remove the switch itself. Okay. So if you can locate this part, which seems to be no longer manufactured, then you won't have to do this operation. You could just replace this switch, but that doesn't seem to be available to me. So I've pulled it apart, and I was going to solder these 2 pieces together, but being as it broke, the piece of the switch came out. I'm just going to invert it and then reinsert it back together, and that'll essentially bypass the switch, and then the vacuum will be permanently on. I'm going to wrap that in electrical tape for safety, and then I'm going to put the thing back together. As a quick test before putting this all together, I'm going to plug it in and confirm that the vacuum works. Okay, now I'm going to leave this part out, and then I'll start to tape this together. Before you do this, make sure your power cord is away from the outlet, not plugged in. Then you can grab this wire safely and wrap some electrical tape around it, and that'll just bypass the power switch in this. Again, this operation is only necessary because the power switch is no longer available from the manufacturer. So the procedure is going to be, when I want the vacuum to work, I'll have to plug the vacuum into the wall, and then when I'm ready to shut the vacuum off, the power switch isn't going to work, so I have to unplug the vacuum cleaner from the wall. I don't recommend this, but I'm just demonstrating how to do it in case you get in a situation where you can no longer acquire the power switch for your vacuum cleaner. And your vacuum cleaner is otherwise in fully functional order. It's just a bad switch. Switches wear out. And if the electrical switch was available, I'd be demonstrating how to replace the electrical switch. Okay, so we got lots of electrical tape around that, and that should avoid any type of shorts or electrocution, which sounds like a bad thing. Okay, so then you reverse the procedure and start putting it back together. The last step was to pull up this plate. So I'm going to put that back in. Again, this switch is no longer inside the vacuum cleaner. It's kind of a snap in place operation. Now we'll reach to our little baggie of goodies with all our screws. We'll start with the Torx screws first. Actually, all these screws are exactly the same. Okay, that makes it simple. And to screw them, you need a Torx head screwdriver. have the slider bar, which controls the velocity of the vacuum cleaner. You have to line this up with a little plastic black tab inside of here. So we'll just lay that on top and fit that in place, and then make sure it slides back and forth and there's a little resistance. Next we'll grab the plastic top that we removed, align the tabs so that the two tabs that are at the top are up here and the lower tabs are down here, and then work the tabs in gently back into place, and then verify that that operates properly. Next we need the vacuum cleaner to actually fit together properly. Part of that would not be having a power cord hanging out of the side. So in order to remediate that, get the power cord back into the proper position. Which is outside the case. And you slide it, okay. Slide it back into place. It should just fall into place. Once you get everything lined up properly. Okay, things may have shifted, so you have to realign things. Okay, that was easy. Okay, and then make sure this door is going to go back down into place properly. Doesn't look like it's quite there yet. That may have shifted when I removed the plate. Okay, I may need to pull this back out, readjust this, put it back together. Tiny lever here, you can see it right here, you could push back and forth. You just want to align that with this tab here so that it can push and pull that in both directions. You should feel a little bit of a resistance as it goes back and forth. Then we have the cover plate. Let's get it in the right position, it'll fall in place. And then next step will be to re-add these 6 screws. Now there is a filter back here that I did remove earlier. It's right here. It's removable. And there's a plate to go over this. Right here. Before I put that plate in, I have to put in this screw and this screw. Whenever you finish one of these operations, you should not have any extra parts. the other 4 screws. Turn the vacuum around. We'll lift the front door, which does slide up and down nicely. And then we've got a screw hole right here. I'm going to screw. Got 4 screws total. The other one's going to go down here. One's going to go right here. And one's going to go right here. Those are your 4 screws in the front. I'll let gravity do its job and put those in. Okay, so everything's solid. It's all put back together. Final step, put this faceplate on the back. Snap in place. Turn around again to the front. Vacuum cleaner bag installed. Fits right here as it always has. And then close the door. Should snap in place. Should see a clean vacuum cleaner bag ready to be filled. No screws left.